it was the summer of 1994, and I am working behind a concession stand at the Northwest 14 movie theater. It is the summer between my freshman and sophomore year of college. I am home from the University of Texas to make a little bit of extra money during the summer, and the people just kept coming and coming and coming, and then there were children and the children's parents and the children's friends and the children's friends' parents, and they just kept coming and coming and coming like a horde of wildebeest stampeding through our concession area. It was the summer of the Lion King. It was the fourth installment of what now is considered to be the Disney Renaissance, or the second golden age of Disney films, where we started with The Little Mermaid, and then Beauty and the Beast, and then Aladdin, and then The Lion King was the fourth of these installments, and it rode those coattails and then overtook them, dwarfed them, to become the largest grossing non-Pixar animated feature of all time. And by the end of the summer of 1994, at the time, the fifth largest grossing movie of all times. And I'm telling you, kids went back again and again and again to see it. It was also unique because it was the first Disney animated feature ever to not be already based on another source material. It was a completely original screenplay. But it still had that old Disney magic, because only in the Disney universe can Darth Vader be the dad to Ferris Bueller. Think about it. Thank you, John. And in 1997, the Tim Rice, Elton John musical jumped from the silver screen to the stage. And The Lion King is now the highest grossing Broadway musical of all time, totaling over $1 billion in revenue. It is the fourth longest running Broadway show of all time, nearing 7,000 performances and counting. And its costuming and its puppetry, as you saw in the clip earlier, are groundbreaking, and it's won awards around the globe. How many of you have seen the Broadway musical? A handful of you. It is a beloved show, and people are wowed by its grandeur and its scope. And with such a successful movie and play, you probably don't need a plot synopsis, but just in case you're not familiar with the story, here it is. An arrogant young prince flees home after believing himself responsible for his father's death, only to discover along his journey some courage and some humility to return to challenge his wicked uncle for the throne. And the story, the Lion King story, is just archetypal with so many themes: a parent's death, a child's search for meaning, for the struggle, for the purpose of life. What is our place in the cosmos? Environmental connectedness and stewardship. What is the meaning of leadership and sacrifice? What is the heavy cost of overconsumption in our economy and our society? And what is the fallacy of power by force and corruption? And any one of these themes would be worthy of some time and some of our discussion this day, because the themes of the story are Shakespearean in scope. So even though The Lion King was the very first animated Disney feature to be based on an original story, I think probably the closest we can come to any sort of source material is probably Hamlet and Richard III and King Lear, though it certainly has a lot of themes and stories that we find in the Bible as well. I mean, we heard Kathy read the story of the Transfiguration and then view Simba's coming up the top of the mountain on Pride Rock, and Rikishi holding Simba up. And who can't hear the sacred words of our story coming to life? This is my son, the beloved, listen to him. And as that young cub starts to age, he has a pretty good life there in Pride Rock. He's doing pretty well. Life is flowing along. He's happy. He's safe. He's free. But then a traumatic series of events take place which leads to the death of his father. And these catastrophic events in his life are almost too much for him to deal with. So he flees, he escapes these moments in his life that has racked him with guilt and blame and shame. Like so many of us, after these traumatic events, he's searching for some meaning and purpose in his life, and he has the inability to do so, so he runs. His father has died, and he blames himself. He internalizes that catastrophic event and turns it in on himself. So he does what so many of us are so tempted to do when we are confronted with catastrophic events. He runs away as fast and as far as he can. He runs away to bury the pain, to bury the confusion, to bury the hurt. And he discovers this platitude and this attitude that ultimately is destructive. Before there was let it go, there was Hakuna Matata. No worries, no cares. And that's a great motto to put on a bumper sticker and on the back of your car. But ultimately, that is a destructive and self-destructive philosophy to live by. Because in my opinion, when real life sneaks up behind you unawares and kind of delivers a crushing blow, we need something a little bit more substantial to lean on than no worries and no cares. We need something that's going to provide some solid ground underneath our feet. Because in those situations when we are face to face with fear and with pain and with confusion, with that loss of identity, we need something that can call us back to who we are and whose we are and give us something solid to stand up straight upon. But Simba, little Simba who grows up to be a prince, he runs. He runs as far as he can, as far as he thinks he can to outrun it all. And he runs fast, trying to disconnect himself from the past, from who he truly is. And that is dangerous. And that can lead to some very self-destructive behavior. Carl Jung, the 20th century analytical psychologist, coined a phrase called the collective unconscious. Jung believed that all people are psychosomatic beings, creatures who must attend to the matters of the spirit as well as to the matters of the flesh, of the body. And further, our psyche is not our own. We have two types of consciousness, according to Jung. We have our experiential consciousness, which is what we do in our daily lives, which informs who we are. But we also have this dynamic force which connects us to something that has come before us and those who have come before us. And this dynamic force, Jung calls the collective unconscious. And when we are in tune with who we are through our personal experiences as well as through our collective unconscious with those who have come before, Jung says that life can flow easily and openly and freely, that life can flow with a sense of purpose and meaning. But when we're disconnected from our personal experiences, from people who are in our lives currently, as well as who we have been and those who have come before us, then we have what he calls blockages. And those blockages can lead to ill health and possibly physical, psychological, emotional, and spiritual manifestations. Jung is quoted as saying, a psychoneurosis must be understood ultimately as the suffering of a soul. A suffering of a soul that has either not discovered its meaning or has lost its meaning. And Jung believed that spiritual connectedness was fundamental to what it meant to be a human being. And that ultimately, our biggest struggle in contemporary times as modern people is we struggle with who we are and our purpose and our meaning in life. But when we feel connected, to those around us and our community and to the earth and to those who have come before us, our ancestors, Young writes, then it releases a new zest for life because an individual is no longer struggling to be alone and instead tapping into the meaning that quickens the soul. In a very interesting kind of Jungian interpretation of the Transfiguration, we see that Jesus and his disciples were tapping into this collective unconscious. God provides a mystical event so that they can literally be connected with their ancestors, those who have gone before them, Moses and Elijah. And so in one of the most brilliant interpretations of Jung's psychology, we see that the transfiguration of Jesus, we see how God literally transforms Jesus by putting him in the presence of Elijah and Moses. Jesus is about to enter into one of the most trying times of his life. And he was there being comforted by Elijah and Moses, his ancestors. Through them, he was remembering the law and the prophets, the stories that connected him to God and to the earth and to each other. And he was being comforted by that divine spirit which runs through all of life. Jesus needed Moses and Elijah's presence. Jesus needed their presence. He needed the presence of others so that he could rely yet again in the presence of God. And this transformation occurs when Jesus remembers who God was for those who have suffered before, so that as he goes down that mountain and enters into the last third of his ministry, he can rely on that when he begins to suffer and be confused and search for meaning. So Jung might have never used this type of language, but on this day we might. Through the transfiguration and the reconnecting with his ancestors, Moses and Elijah, Jesus reconnected with the circle of life. That collective power that is derived through God's divinity that runs through all of creation and gives living beings their purpose. So in the pivotal scene of The Lion King, Simba is confronted with his burying of his identity and being transformed. The conversion scene is brilliant when Simba is confronted by his father's ghost, Mufasa. And Mufasa doesn't convict him of any specific wrongdoing, but instead confronts Simba on his lack of relationship with himself and with his ancestors. In a beautiful scene where the stars at night start to form into Mufasa's face, Simba on the plains of Africa looks up and sees his father and says, "Father," and Mufasa looks down onto Simba and says, "Simba," sorry, I can't do James Earl Jones. "Simba, you have forgotten me." And Simba looks back up to Mufasa. "How could I? No." And Mufasa says to Simba, "You have forgotten who you are and so have forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life." And Simba says, "I can't go back. I'm not who I used to be." And Mufasa, now fully formed in the stars, says to his son, "Remember who you are. You are my son. You are the king. Remember who you are." Life has a way of getting in the way of our true life's purpose. Life can beat us down, sneak up behind us, and deliver a crushing blow. And we can run, scatter like the antelope, and forget who we are. And we can forget whose we are. And we can try to make a run for it as far as we possibly can so we can just forget all about it. But in doing so, we will forget our own identity. At the University of Washington State in Pullman, They've begun a new therapeutic program which combines Jungian psychology with Native American spirituality. Men and women who are suffering from PTSD from serving in the military or being on a police force or being victims of domestic violence or child abuse or the sudden loss and death of a loved one come to Washington State University to participate in this program. They use Jungian psychology through some of the therapy programs, but they also connect it with drumming circles and sweat lodges and equine therapy and writing out a person's time, their life through a timeline. And in one of the most powerful videos coming from Washington State University is of a young Marine, probably 22, 23 years old, who's about 6'4" and 210 pounds, -8 body fat with muscle on top of muscle, with a chin so sharp and chiseled that you could cut cheese on it. And he's sitting in the room with a woman who is his Jungian-trained psychologist. And she asks him to tell her his story of being attacked, his Humvee being attacked in Afghanistan and being hit by a roadside explosive and killing 3 of the men that he was with in the Humvee. He can't get through 2 or 3 minutes of his story before he begins to sob, and he just repeats over and over again, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, this complete loss of identity of who he is. They give him a moment to compose himself and to bring himself back together. Give him a glass of water. And once he's kind of composed himself again, the therapist yet again asks him, tell me your story. And as he begins to tell again, the tears well up in his eyes and he begins to cry. But this time, an intern interrupts his story, enters into the office and the room, and places a puppy on his lap. And the puppy licks his face and plays in his arms and reconnects him to a place in his psyche where he can experience joy and connectedness to the earth, to himself, to his community, to those who have gone before him. And he yet again finds who he is. Such a transformation can await you as well. If you are a comforter, then the transformation will come as we acknowledge that we too suffer openly, and we need to share that with one another and not hide it and bury it and run from it. If you are the afflicted this day, know that you are not alone, and know that transformation waits for you when we seek out our community and the God who runs and pulses through all life. Because no matter who you are, or where you come from, or where you are in your journey through life, you are God's beloved. And you are not alone. God is with you every step of the way. You cannot outrun God. You are always grounded in the source of being through the amazing love of God. So my only question to you this day is, can you feel the love tonight? Because you are God's beloved.